Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Orwell. So I had a lunch and I had my coffee, and off cam I went through all of the data that we have available because I feel like we're in a bit of a dead end. I did one thing that they warned me about, and that is I went after both of them, both Ilya and Karen. And now we are left with only a bit of time, about 2 hours 10 minutes, which means we have about maybe 10 data chunks to upload if we're lucky. And there's just not enough time to continue the investigation. So let's see what we can do here. We know that Ilya is involved in some shady business. He probably stole some drugs from his work. And he was panicking about that now, while Karen is working with someone that she should not be, and dishonorably discharged soldier. Now to this we have no extra data to any of it, we just had the call and everything. We do have though a number of things that we can upload. We know that Ilya is a member of Hand of Blood fan club. I'm not sure if that is important, but I think that we might find some more information. This is definitely not important. That's a Vulcan salute because he's a Trekkie, and we have a new picture for Karen from Karen's phone. We know that there are some people, patients, Alexei Kovaci and Sofia Radic, but none of them are really who we are after. We would need to find more about this Molly, who is the dishonorably discharged person. Now there's a problem that she had a session with her on the 13th, and that we don't know her surname. There's nothing in the listener. From the reader, there are some extra information here. There's a new portrait. I think we already do have that, and there's nothing here. There's a couple of things here we could get. The patient is inactive. I don't know if there's... Okay, there's a new portrait for Raban, and that's pretty much the race. We could also update that Karen is a therapeutic consort, but that already we have. What is here then? There has to be something that we haven't... Oh, is that the picture as well? Yeah, new portrait. Okay. And here we have something about him. Also a new portrait. Okay, so there's not that many things to work with. National Immigration Database, again a new portrait. Karen's timeline. Okay, data invalid. Data submitted. Her birthday, interests. I don't think those are really useful. I'm gonna upload them afterwards, but not now. So I don't know what to go for, or I don't know what to go after, honestly. There's not that much information, and yeah. For some reason I think this might be important. I don't know why. Member of Hand of Club, top deck lethal, new portrait. We don't have anything in that category. You know what? We're gonna go after Karen. That seems like something that might be a bit more, you know, to the point. So where was that thing that she had? Wait, that was in the listener, right? No, in the insider. Her phone. She had a patient session with Ilya Bart, yes. But she was supposed to have a session with Molly. So let's see if that... I don't know if that will reveal something, but we're gonna upload it and see. Wait, the appointment she had scheduled at the time was with Ilya. Karen had a session scheduled with Ilya at the time she was supposed to meet with this Molly. That sure sounds like a cover. We need to find out whether there is a legal record of this Molly in Karen's file. If not, she will be in serious trouble. But I doubt you'll find anything with just Molly. We need a full name first. Molly messaging Karen Levine Vart. Nice. Okay. Let's read messages. Karen, where are you? Can you please get back to me? Hello? Molly. Oh, hey Karen. What is it? Karen. We had a session scheduled for this morning, remember? Molly. I forgot. Sorry. Karen. You forgot? Molly. Can we reschedule? Karen. You can't just forget our session. This is serious. Molly. I had to work urgently at Circle Mall. It just came up. Karen. You've already rescheduled it before. Molly. Yeah, because you said I wanted to. I can't shift stuff around like you can. I have to take the work when it's on offer. Karen. Working again? How long this time? 10 hours? 12? What about your kid? He needs his mother. Molly, listen. You don't have children. You have a good job. You have no idea what it is like. Zero. Don't you dare judge me again about not being there for my son. Karen, you're right. I don't know. I don't know what it's like for you. Sorry, but only because you're being so reclusive. You're pulling out of everything, slowly, steadily, stonewalling. It gives me nightmares because it's my duty to help and I can't fulfill it. We should sit down and talk about what's going on in your life for once. We did already. Molly, when I wrote you on that counseling website of yours, you said you were able to assist me, but nothing is different. Talk, talk, talk is all you do. And taking photos, even though I said no. Nothing gets any better through that. I'm done talking. Got work to do now. Karen. So, no more sessions, noted. And for the record, I'm not waiting for you to come back. Molly, good. Seems like a new hashtag is trending on Blabber. We're going to love this one. Have a look. Verban has the provocation plan for 6 PM. We best hurry. Only 2 more hours to do something about it. Maintains a private counseling website. Was contacted by Molly through her private counseling website. Okay, so we need to upload that. That's important. And let's hope that will bring up some more information. Her own counseling website. This could mean Karen is moonlighting. This may be very well the page that Ilya set up for Karen. It's likely we will find more about this page within Ilya's files then. Okay, let's see. Raban is sending a message to Ilya. To David Johns. In need of your advice. Dear David, you have always stuck to me through so many years and never let me down once. This is why I turn to you. I have the feeling you are the only person I can fully trust. I'm at a loss. Karen, my wife, and I... There has been so much distance between us recently, and it is only growing. She's spending so much time with her job. She seems almost obsessed with it. And I with mine, admittedly. Today I get to read on Blabber of all the places that she has been spending her time, not even officially for her counsel. No, instead she has been working in secret. I don't quite know what to make of that. It could be well-placed defamation. I'm used to that, as you're aware of, but something tells me there is more to it. I feel I am lacking the strength to continue with what I'm doing. The road to achieve a truly free, peaceful Parji seems even further away than ever. I need your advice. Tell me, am I still on the right track, Raban? The people silencing. What? There's the people's voice reaction to the people silencing. I don't see what all the fuss is about. The people silencing. Raban didn't do anything wrong, and he's not responsible for his wife's secret meetings. Don't listen to the trolls. I know that your wife is a good person and ready to help anyone, even the enemy. This has nothing to do with silencing anyone. What the fuck? Didn't you just say you were against the National Army? Interesting that your wife is conducting private counseling session with National Army veterans, unofficially, because officially she's meeting your brother. What else is she trying to hide? Or should I say, what are you people silencing? Okay, I have no idea what this is related to, honestly. Insider. Text. Counseling page title, Open Soteria. Okay. Oh, okay. So that is for Karen. That's the name of the page. Turns out we're probably going after Karen. One related document found. Open Soteria. Good work though. Seems not even her husband is aware of this little side business she has built up there. Open Soteria, welcome. And a listener. In need of your advice. Raban, your recent experiences with your wife must be wearing you down. I understand. I have no doubt your wife will understand the efforts you have put into your campaign the moment it is fruitful. And fruitful it will be. You have just taken the first steps and you're about to take another. Of course I cannot tell you whether the allegations spreading on Blabber against Karen are true. You need to find out for yourself. But it is for sure revolutionaries, those who speak true, and all their loved ones around them, have always been the first targets to be hit by an oppressive regime. Be watchful. You must see through what you've started. We believe in you. Your fan, David Johns. Okay, so let's check this Open Soteria. Open Soteria. Howdy, Soteria. Welcome. I'm glad you found my website. I'm a professional psychotherapist with a degree in psychology and in medicine. I offer advice, mentoring, and support for victims of armed conflict, especially war escapees and refugees. Send me a personal message if you would like to talk about your experience. Personal stories. Angelica from Triflet. My daughter stopped talking. Bill. I bombed Triflet and I can't stop hearing the explosions. Molly from Bonton. I was fighting down the toilet of life by the government. I'm a veteran of the Army of the Nation. My career was promising. I served for 6 years, was in charge of my own squad, and was a well-respected combat engineer. I was dishonorably discharged in 2011. Shortly I went away on leave because of personal issues. I was sent back to the nation as a deserter and flushed down the toilet of life by the administration of the army, the government, and their safety bill. Since then I have been working in low-wage jobs, live in a crap apartment in industrial quarters, and can hardly afford daycare for my son. After many years I now realize that the causes I was fighting for in the army were an illusion. I don't want my son to grow up in a country that doesn't respect its own people. They have not only flushed me down the drain, but the whole country. This government sucked up all my vitality just to spit me out again, and I'm left with this anger and a huge urge to keep my son safe from all this bullshit. Dear Molly, first of all, thank you for reaching out to me. I know how hard this must have been for you. Although you feel you are up to your neck in defecation, to use your own metaphor, I believe you are actually handling this with a strong will. That strength protects you and your child from giving in to this huge disappointment that you are currently experiencing. You feel betrayed by your country, and you are angry that they sucked all the life out of you, just to abandon you after you dedicated 6 years of your life to them. But don't forget that you were responsible for climbing the ranks in the army, no one else. It was your dedication to the service and the skills you displayed that made you fit to have such a high position. While your army record may be a burden when looking for employment right now, you are clearly an intelligent woman who must persevere. I believe that your previous skills will eventually help you to get your life on track again. In the meantime, please stay in touch, and Molly, I will make sure you will receive appropriate counseling. Since you are also from Bonton, I would also like to offer you an opportunity to meet, so that I can assess your case in person. Okay, so this might be important. I guess it's up to us to find out whether she lived up to that promise. insider? What's happening and where? Browser history. Truth uncovered. Damian Cassard's history is fabricated election and investigation document for government fraud. Okay. How is Soteria? Your messages. Molly, seeking advice. Where does this start? I guess it's from top to bottom. Molly, seeking advice. Hello, psychology person. I'm having some psycho problems. Since you seem to have some sort of psychology degree, I figured you might be able to help me. Molly. Dear Molly, what an odd request. You sound like you don't really want to talk to me. What are these psycho problems you are experiencing? Looking forward to your response. Soteria. Hi, Soteria. I have insomnia. I am constantly in pain. I work in a low-wage job, which frankly is beneath me. I can barely afford daycare for my son, and all of this because of the damn government and the safety bill. It stops people like me from succeeding in life after the service. I'm not sure if you can help me, but I'm running out of alternatives. Oh man, this is so depressing. Dear Molly. Okay, now we can start digging. Issue 1. Insomnia and pain. How long have you been suffering from insomnia? Was there an incident in your life that you think may have triggered this? With the pain, is there a physical injury that you are suffering from, or is it just general pain? How long does it typically affect you? Issue 2. Low-wage job and low income. Could you tell me a little more about your experience and qualification? Did you complete secondary school, college? What career path did you did previously? Issue 3. Finding a person to speak to. I believe you already have. I am more than qualified to offer you support, but if you find that this doesn't work out, I can direct you to somebody else who is more suitable for your needs. Waiting for a reply, Soteria. Hi. Alright, I have never done this before. I was a combat engineer, a veteran in the army of the nation. They kept telling me that what an invaluable soldier I was. I believed them, holding my head high and serving their needs, no questions asked. Then I was the only person I ever loved. He was part of my unit. Oh my god, is that the same person that gets shot? I thought it in mind, but in season 1, I forgot her name. It felt like my heart had been sucked out of my chest, squeezed through a hole the size of a pinhead. After I lost him, I didn't care about anything. I left my regiment and was discharged for being away on leave. Oh my god, it is her! She had the son. It felt, similar, but then my son Michael was born. I had to pick myself up no matter how I was feeling about the loss of his father. I needed to be strong. But I'm not strong. I'm still suffering. If it wasn't for my son, I would never have reached out to you. I have never spoken to anyone about this, and quite frankly, viewing your website, I felt like it was a kindergarten for crybabies. But I guess everyone is seeking some help. I need yours. Hello, Molly. Insults aside, I think it's quite typical of ex-soldiers to feel that self-help and psychotherapy shows weakness. I find it quite interesting that despite your doubts and prejudices, you choose to reach out to me. There is no small feat, in fact. This is no small feat, in fact. It shows that you are determined to face your issues and better yourself, no matter how difficult that may be. You are on the road of healing. This feeling of loss, this overwhelming tide of emotions that you are experiencing, it sounds like you are suffering from PSTD. Post-traumatic stress syndrome is a common condition that many former ex-soldiers suffer from after experiencing a great deal of trauma during the war. The good news is that with counseling, the symptoms of PSTD can be treated. How about I offer you some private sessions free of charge? In exchange, I would like to publish your story, anonymously of course, on my blog. Female soldiers are so rarely spoken about, and I feel that your story in particular would be extremely valuable to the former servicewomen, so they feel that they can speak up. Fine. I don't like the idea of sharing my story, but I also cannot afford treatment, so as long as it's 100% anonymous, I consent. Dear Molly, I'm so glad that you are willing to share and help others who really need the support. I promise that I won't let you down. I'd like to focus on your remarks about the safety bill in my article, because the political criticism is sure to fuel some discussion. But to make sure I get your story right, I think it would be best if we would meet in person. Take time to talk things through, even take some photos if that's okay. I would like to suggest the cafe at Freedom Plaza. Yeah. So we will upload this and then find pictures of that meeting. That should make for a fine setting for an article with some political punch behind it. We can meet there if it helps the article, but no photos from me. Keep me anonymous. I promise to keep you out of everything I've read on here. Yeah, you cheating fucking liar. Freedom Plaza, everyone's favorite meeting place apparently. Well, not anymore after yesterday's bombing, I suppose. Okay, now let's go to that picture page. Your messages. Oh, there are some other ones, we'll check. Met the National Army Veteran at Freedom Memorial. Bingo. Cafe Plaza. These pictures are marked as private. Waiting for my very first session with Nina Maternova. It is her who wanted to be addressed by Molly for some reason at the Plaza Cafe. Sadly, she wouldn't want me to take any pictures of her. Yeah, okay. So that is her. She, if I'm not mistaken, she gets shot. Huh, Molly, well done. Nina Maternova it is. Now that you have her name, it should be possible for you to obtain official documents on Nina. Raban Ward messaging Karen Levine Ward. I need to take a small break. This is getting really taxing. That Nina had like the saddest story for me in all of the season 1, and we now have her here again.